Hello and welcome all to what I'm sure is going to be an unmissable game. Here's the key information. We have a side looking to make it into the exclusive knockout stage of the competition. A victory does it, but anything less than that could lead to all sorts of complications. Everybody is ready to go once we have the formalities out of the way. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. Well, it really is a terrific sight here, and it goes to underline just how far this game could go towards shaping the fortunes of the team.
Well, Peter, the question that comes to mind is how much do they want it? These players know that this could be the gateway for bigger things. Progression, for starters, brings greater financial manpower and can enhance the whole business side of things. Individual player profile elevation is also a huge incentive. Careers can be catapulted from this. It's worth remembering.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Tries to locate someone up front. Cavani. Elneny. Forward it goes. It's come through. And through to the goalkeeper. A win here so important to their ambitions. He's off on him. Luis Suarez! Dispatched clinically. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
I just thought that was going to hit the outside of the post for a moment there, but it just curled enough to catch the inside for a very good strike.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb.
Drives it towards the front. Elneny. Luis Suarez. And now the breakaway. It's got through to him. Timely intervention. Cleared without complication. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Hardly anything between the sides. And the score is 1-0. Hoists it forward. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. And the finish! Oh, taken with style. All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, at 1-0, this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to two, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Up towards the front line. He brings the first half to a close. Do it back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. minutes to decide the fate of this group. No changes at the interval from either side. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Needed a better pass there. Torreira. Luis Suarez goes long. And he's there to hoof it away. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Trezeguet gets it back. Jimenez. Godin. Cavani. Out to the right. There will be a throw-in. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Nenny. He's had that put on a plate. Lovely bit of skill. Shoots! Good stop. That wasn't easy.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Tries a header! Just off target.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Pereira. He's looked long this time. He's going to be pulled back for that one. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Almost nothing left on the clock here. Cuts it out. Hegazi. It's being played forward. Oh, good interception. And it's played forward. Four extra minutes added on. Goalkeeper's ball. And the referee brings it to a close. Oh, just see the thrill amongst the players. They have made it into the knockout stage. Well, that is a great effort. Another win, 7 points from 9, unbeaten, and on they march. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
It's certainly doing it the hard way, Peter, but the most important thing is that the team got the job done. Getting through is all that mattered, and whatever tests came their way, they showed they were more than capable of dealing with it, an experience that can benefit them all in the longer term.
So, on the face of it, things look simple. If they want to make the knockout stages, this is all or nothing. 3 points needed, and should they fail to collect those points, they will be going home and staying there. It all makes this very tense, really, for some, unbearable. The stress levels particularly high, but for those of us who are neutral, myself included, it is utterly compelling, and that is how it should be. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. Well, it really is a terrific sight here, and it goes to underline just how far this game could go towards shaping the fortunes of the team.
Well, if they can't find the motivation required for this, they might as well pack it in, Peter. This is the type of defining game that can propel the status of the whole club into the kind of territory where it needs to take its game. While individual careers may be helped with good performances, this has to be about the collective. If that remains strong, everything else should fall nicely into place.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
I'm going to go for the experienced Igor Akinfeev. He's always been an agile stopper, but having been on the scene from such a young age, he's a much calmer decision-maker these days.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Hoists it high. And the shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Oh, that's an agonising miss. Just pure agonising.
Chirkov. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? Golovin. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Oh, it's Jagoev. In with the challenge. Oh, that's a foul, free kick's been given. He's made sure that won't... Real chance! A win here so important to their ambitions. He's got options out wide. Jagoev. Ball's out on the left now. It'll be a throw-in. And it's Jagoev. Lobs it in gently. Played into space out wide. Chirkov. It's come through. Shot a goal! And this could be the final action of the first half. Repelled by the keeper. Shoots! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Oh, fascinating half, full of talking points, not least that last very, very late one. The midway point of the game.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
After 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
Dinks one in. Nicely worked. Tries a shot! And he's there to make a great save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Golovin is on the end of some really unwanted attention.
Well, he's the quarterback equivalent, so I'm not surprised that he's being closed down first.
Plays it out to the wing, played back in, out towards the flank. Juba, and the weighted pass, good ball. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Tries to locate someone up front. Smolnikov. Out to the right. Jagoev. That intervention was very necessary.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Hoists it forward.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Played it short. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. He's tried one! That's it, they are out. And that means there is no place for them in the knockout stage. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, it all came down to this, and they had to produce to ensure qualification, and they've not delivered. I think looking back over the campaign, have they given enough? And do they deserve more? Probably not, if I'm honest. They had their chances.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva. He's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course, I can assure you.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. So it's down to business here. It's being played forward. Gets into a dangerous position. Bruno Fernandes. Quaresma. What an adventurous run from a defender. Guerrero. Goalkeeper's ball. And the shot! Oh, that is very close.
Yeah, the shot was enabled, Peter, due to such smart control and technique.
Ricardo Pereira drives it forward. Bernardo Silva. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Quaresma. Quaresma! He scored! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Just off target. Guerrero. Here it is, goes for goal! Danger averted for now. Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's the chance to counter. And it's been taken straight back. Guerrero. João Moutinho. Bruno Fernandes. He's had a shot! He's got away with one there. It's got through to him. He's left his man. Gets good distance on it. And it's João Moutinho. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there you have it, a close sport half of football, and one that still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A decent game up to now.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with the first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain the momentum now and finish the job.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're off again.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Forward it goes. Real chance! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Bernardo Silva puts his foot on the gas. And here's Quaresma. Quaresma tries to stroke it through. Ball's gone out of play. Ricardo Pereira. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. That had to be more accurate. Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva looking to get on the end of this. Bernardo Silva. And a shot! A real chance and a real let-off. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Bernardo Silva. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Tries a shot! There's going to be another change here.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Ricardo Pereira. Bernardo Silva looking to penetrate opposition lines. Ronaldo plays it out to the flank. It's a fabulous position. It's one! Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's
up to meet it! It's broken loose! Oh, great ball!
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. And time is up. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal. They have bounced straight back, 2 wins from 3, and that ought to be enough. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, a result which owed much to grind and graft, Peter. Not the prettiest of wins, but a very professional performance, I would say. And a clean sheet, of course, is always very welcome.
So, on the face of it, things look simple. If they want to make the knockout stages, this is all or nothing. 3 points needed, and should they fail to collect those points, they will be going home and staying there. It all makes this very tense, really, for some, unbearable. The stress levels particularly high, but for those of us who are neutral, myself included, it is utterly compelling, and that is how it should be. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. So they need a win. They need a win to get them over the line.
Well, if they can't find the motivation required for this, they might as well pack it in, Peter. This is the type of defining game that can propel the status of the whole club into the kind of territory where it needs to take its game. While individual careers may be helped with good performances, this has to be about the collective. If that remains strong, everything else should fall nicely into place.
So that's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference? Real chance! It's in!
What a start! And what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
Crucial lead.
That's the way you go about things if you...
Dira hoists it forward. He's gone for it! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Forward it goes. He gets past his man. It's a goal kick. Tries to locate someone up front. And he's straight offside. Thiago cuts it out, tries to get it forward quickly. Jordi Alba. And he's surging through. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. That's Piliqueta. Gets it back. And it's Rodrigo. Now it's Iniesta. Well played, he saw that coming. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Nacho positions himself well and cuts it out. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Going through. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Towering header! Missed, but by that far.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
battles to win it back. And the referee brings the first half to a close. And here we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It was very, very tight.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with the first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain the momentum now and finish the job.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. So just 45 minutes to decide the fate of this group. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Gets wrestled off the ball. Silva. Rodrigo. It's Rodrigo! It's anyone's ball. Great leap! Harmlessly behind. Silva. Well positioned to make that interception. Over it comes. Well blocked, and back out it comes. Ziyech. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Now it's Rodrigo. Pass. Lobs it in gently. Cleared away. It'll be a throw-in. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Saul opts to play it back. Breaks on here. Plays it out to the flank. Victory now would mean so much. Aimed in towards the centre.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
And it's Aspas. Belanda goes long.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue the situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Chance! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
Oh, the weight on the ball was just perfect then. If only they could have come up with a finish to match.
That is it, the referee has seen enough. Now just see the thrill amongst the players. They have made it into the knockout stage. Well, poor start, but what a great recovery. 2 wins in a row, and surely that will be enough. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, not as smooth as they would have preferred, but they're through, and that's the bit that matters most.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Christian Eriksen. He's super accurate with both feet, Peter, and able to deliver a cross or a through ball with just the perfect bend or indeed weight. All this allied to great awareness and vision, which make him a massive creative talent. What I really like about Eriksen, though, is that he's got the energy and the determination to keep going for 90 minutes every game. He's a trier.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. So it's down to business here. Jedinak. Lecky. He's left his man. Delaney. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. And they're not going to make any further progress now. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Decent looking ball. And the flag has stayed down. Chooses to go back. Has a pop! And it's a goal!
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Here's the delivery. It's always going to be the keepers. Eriksen goes looking. He's away. Now it's Schöner. Has he picked him out? Goes for goal! Goal! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight.
Oh, it's lovely to see the art of disguise alive and well, but the keeper straight into no man's land.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Well, that's where he wants it. Delaney does well there, alert. That's a throw. Rogic, in towards the middle. Goes long. Another chance from a corner. Schöner. Defending of the desperate variety. Out to the left it goes. In comes the cross. And it's hoisted clear. This possibly the last play of the half. There is the half-time whistle. He's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
Half of massive entertainment and excitement. A two-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And we're underway again. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. And it's Cruz. He's got options out wide. Cruz. Robbie Cruz. And the finish! Rogic finds himself offside. Kjaer. Christensen. Vestergaard. And here's Eriksson. Chance to shoot. Plays it back. Shoots! He goes ahead and looking comfortable. Has gone out. Well, that's not going to go down too well with his teammates. Schöne plays it forward. Eriksson.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Rogic. Jedinak tries to get it forward quickly. A long ball, but not especially accurate. Forward it goes. Coulson. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Keeper's got good distance on that. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Krondelli. And it's Schöne. Schöne looking to penetrate. Has a hit! Quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. That's been won straight back. Brings it to a close. A decent win via a very competent performance. Without doubt they were the better side, and the result reflects as much. They have bounced straight back, 2 wins from 3, and that ought to be enough. Your reflections then, Jim?
What I most admire about this outfit is the cohesion and the willingness to work hard as a unit and getting behind the ball. Doing the ugly stuff, that's what gets you clean sheets and wins.
They can more or less feel it now, avoid defeat here, and they will take that eagerly awaited place in the knockout stage. The odds overwhelmingly in their favour. Everybody is expectant here, the crowd is up, they think the job is just about done. Indeed, in fact it is. One more point does it, just one. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. They are already looking forward to life at the business end of this competition. It's a job that just needs finishing off.
To be perfectly honest, Peter, it would be a big surprise for them to slip up at this stage and not qualify now. Thinking about a point is potentially much more problematical than going after 3. We've seen many a team do that, and before you know it, they're getting it wrong. If they're true to themselves, I'm ready to back their chances.
And that gets things running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Of course, Antoine Griezmann. He's got a bit of everything, Peter. Speed, great technical ability, and the priceless gift of being able to make all the right decisions at the right times. Personally, I really like the way he can always take a little touch to give himself that half a yard of space he needs to get a shot away, and he doesn't miss too many either, does he?
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Kimpembe. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. There's a long ball. Guerrero! Oh, it's there! A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb.
Big chance! Yes! They are right back in business. Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Yeah, he just calmly faced the keeper and waited. It became a who blinks first situation. And for me, there was never any doubt as to who was going to come out on top.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Plays it out to the flank. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Mbappe. Forward it goes. Keeper's got good distance on that. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
TT has created one goal already. There will be a throw-in. Tries to get it forward quickly. Mendy gets it back. Mbappe. Giroud.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
And it's Giroud. Giroud gets it out to the wing. Oh, shooting chance! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the passer to pick him out.
The half-time whistle goes. Oh, what a comeback. Certainly, I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Instant pack, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. Just 45 minutes from now, we will know who goes through from this group. Farfan. Cueva loses his balance and loses the ball. Matuidi. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Now can he finish? Matuidi. Pogba. Conte.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frighten the people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers.
Going for goal! In it goes! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Now it's Giroud. Mbappe. And here's Giroud. Goalkeeper's ball. He's made sure that that won't get through. And that has been clubbed away. Titi. And here's Giroud. Away from immediate danger. Guerrero. Defenders on the back foot. Has a pop! Another dispatch clinically. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic. Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
Well read, he sorted that out.
Giroud is an obvious threat from set pieces. He needs special attention to stop him making a run. Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Pavard. It's got Mbappe! He's got away with one there. Plays it out to the wing. He gets past his man. Nicely controlled. Whipped in. And that will be the final act. Well, just see the thrill amongst the players. They have made it into the knockout stage. Well, poor start, but what a great recovery. 2 wins in a row, and surely that will be enough. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, not as smooth as they would have preferred, but they're through, and that's the bit that matters most.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Luka Modric. He's someone, Peter, who reads the game that little bit quicker than everyone else. He's got fantastic technique too, and that allows him to weigh his through balls to near perfection, as well as keep hold of it when he's under pressure. He's a real leader out there, someone who can take control of the game and maintain it.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. So we're up and running. Floats one over. Goalkeeper's ball. Iwobi. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Piazza. Rakitic. Goes for the cross. Turns and goes back. Has a pop! He's delivered all right! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Modric drives it forward. Kalinic! It's a fine challenge and it goes his way. Hoists it forward. Igalo. Decent progress down the left. Looking for a decent ball in. They're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Adele very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full contact contest. Piazza. And the weighted pass. Hits one! And he's there to hoof it away. Clears it out of harm's way. Strinic. Ndidi. Forward it goes. Mikel. Iwobi. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And the first half is done. And here we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They worked tirelessly for me.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we're off again.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Michelko. Modric. Badal. Strinic. Rakitic. Moses. Still just a single goal between the sides. Ndidi tries to get it forward quickly. Moses. Chance to shoot. Shoots! And for a moment, time stood still. Plays it out to the wing. Iheanacho. He's left his man.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Rakitic. Rebic. And it's played forward. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Shapes to shoot! Sticks it away! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. What about that, Jim Beglin?
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then because they just lost sight of the real danger.
He's made it two, and no doubt he's hungry for more.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
So that's two now without reply. Ahead by two and just about into the home straight. And that's been won straight back. Rebic. Chorluka. Rebic. Modric. He's had a look. Piazza. And there goes the final whistle. The manager heads down the tunnel, swathed in satisfaction. His team have carried out his instructions to the word, and they have got their win. Back to winning ways. 2 wins out of 3. It is a very decent return. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think it's all about setting the right tone at the start of a match, and if you can back that up...
They can more or less feel it now, avoid defeat here, and they will take that eagerly awaited place in the knockout stage. The odds overwhelmingly in their favour. Everybody is expectant here, the crowd is up, they think the job is just about done. Indeed, in fact it is. One more point does it, just one. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. They are already looking forward to life at the business end of this competition. It's a job that just needs finishing off.
Well, Peter, this has nothing to do with good fortune now. This team is here on merit, and if they can sustain their level of performance, it's hard to see anything other than the right conclusion to this group stage. However, and I have to address the other potential outcome and remind everyone that concentration has to be their best player for the duration, or else.
And that gets things running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this one is pretty easy. It's got to be Aguero. How do you contain someone with the speed of movement, technical strength and finishing ability that he possesses? All I'm saying is that I'm glad it's not me trying to stop him.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Sigurdsson. Got a shot away! Oh, that is very close.
Yeah, the shot was enabled, Peter, due to such smart control and technique.
Tagliafico. Banega gets it back. Sigurdsson tries lifting it over. He's got through. Done very well to intervene. And that has put a stop to that. Well, they could break here. Well, they are working very hard to get it wide now, Jim.
Yeah, I think they've decided to concentrate on working the flanks to help the production line. It's where the room is.
Now it's Aguero. He's got the ball, he's got the space. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Chance to break. Well, that's where he wants it. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. And it's Messi. And Messi!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. And they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Well, look, you've got to start your qualification process at some stage, Peter, and that goal is takeoff for them. That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
And the shot! And he's there to make a great save.
Aguero is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Messi. Messi!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Tagliafico. Messi. It's Aguero! He has done it! And already they're looking to run away with it.
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
So that's... There is the half-time whistle. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. We're into the last 45 minutes in this game of substantial significance. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Shapes to shoot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Mercado. And it's Di Maria. And here's Aguero. He'll have a go. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Messi sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Knocks it away. Rojo. Could be a chance here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Keeper's got good distance on that. Well positioned to make that interception. And it's played forward. Great run on the overlap here. Goes for goal! Dispatched clinically. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Aguero looks to dink one in. And it's Aguero! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Marcos Rojo. Mercado. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Looking to break out here. Lobs it in gently. Here it is, chance! Yes, it's in! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas.
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Hoists it forward. Forward it goes.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
And here's Aguero. Oh, has a hit! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second. So we have a... And there goes the final whistle. Just see the thrill amongst the players. They have made it into the knockout stage. Successive wins then to blot out that opening day defeat, and 6 points ought to be plenty. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
It's certainly doing it the hard way, Peter, but the most important thing is that the team got the job done. Getting through is all that mattered, and whatever tests came their way, they showed they were more than capable of dealing with it, an experience that can benefit them all in the longer term.